It is Texas League Baseball. And it all starts now. Well, good evening from the AA Texas League from San Antonio, Texas, as we bring you the fourth of the 6-game set between the Frisco RoughRiders and the San Antonio Missions. We're live with the first pitch coming up in just a few moments from right now. Well, taking the hill is a Staten Island left-hander from New York, Tom Cosgrove. As he gets the ball for the Missions here tonight, 6'2", 190 pounds, and age 26. We'll get the call here tonight. Luis Angel Acuna will step in first as we get ready for the first pitch of the ball game by Tom Cosgrove. We are ready to go, and here's the first pitch on this Thursday night. We are underway as that one is inside the zone for strike one. Cosgrove from Staten Island, New York. He was the 12th round in 2017, an ERA of 3.67. Last night for a Thursday night, Frisco winning their second game here at San Antonio by the final of 6-1. Here's the 0-2, and that one's going to be right there to third base, done. And he'll whip it right to Fernandez, and he'll get him for the out. Well, the time now, let's go ahead and give the visiting starting lineups. Got my partner Bob in the booth with me. Good evening, Bob. Good evening, Jonathan. Thank you. Well, what did you experience on Thursday night's game? Well, there was a lot of hard-hit balls, I will tell you that. I do agree with you on that one. JP Martinez coming in as there's one away, nobody on. In the top of the Frisco first. That is right there, high in the air, and that will go foul. Go ahead and give your ball clubs this evening. Springfield at Arkansas, Frisco at San Antonio, Tulsa at Midland, Corpus Christi at Amarillo, Northwest Arkansas at Wichita. Amarillo up in first place here in the Texas League South. Arkansas in first in the North. Here's the 0-1. And that one's going to be high in the air. Fabian looks after it, and he will not go after it. And that is in for strike two. 7:05 our pitch on this cloudy Friday night. Few chances of thunderstorms during the 11 to 12 a.m. hour. No balls, two strikes. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be right to Fernandez as he grounds into a out. And JP Martinez will be the second out here in the top of the first. Trevor Halver coming in as he tries to keep this inning alive with base hits. Here's the pitch to him. And that's going to be line drive right to shortstop Javier. He'll throw him out as Fernandez will get him, and that will do for this half inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. As we go bottom of one, it is no score. Cody Bradford, a Texas left-hander, will get the starting assignment. 6'4", 197 pounds, and age 25 will get the ball for Frisco on the hill for bottom of one in this ball game. Well, leading off for San Antonio is the center fielder Tim Lopes as he comes in this ball game. And first pitch by Bradford, and that one is high and outside for ball one. 1-0 the count. Amarillo 4-2 as this season is going pretty good. San Antonio and Midland both are tied at 3 win and losses apiece. Frisco is 3-3. Corpus Christi is in last place with 1-5. Arkansas 5-1. Wichita 4-2. Tulsa 3-3. Northwest Arkansas and Springfield at 2-4. Here's the 2-1. And that's going to be lifted. High fly in the air up in left field, as that will be the first out recorded here in the bottom of 1. Now the time now. Let's give the home team starting lineups. And Bob, these guys losing 2 in a row. And what do they need to do to claw back in this one? Well, they have to get those balls, base hits, and so far the home runs. That's what needs to take place here in this game. Wander Javier coming in as he takes one and inside for strike 1. Cloudy yet hazy, little bit of fog as it is a cloudy evening for this ball game, and so far sun was out just a little while ago as cloud cover now intensifies through the evening. No balls, 2 strikes, and that's going to be right there. Line drive up the center, and that'll be the first hit for the Missions here tonight. So pretty good as that one right past the second baseman and shortstop for that base hit. 1 out single by the second batter of the night for San Antonio, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Joshua Mears. Mears averaging at the .233, the opposition at the 300s. And a pitch, and that one is outside for the ball, and the count now 2-0. Bradford is a Texas-born left-hander, and he had the 6th round in 2019, and the career ERA is a 4.37. So pretty good right there, as it is pretty decent for him as being the starter here for the Frisco RoughRiders, and that's going to get him right there as he has that ball bounce right off of him, and that scored play 1-4-3, and they're going to see where that went, as that will bounce off the foot. That is his drive leg, and he's telling his bullpen that everything is good. He's going to give that one a rest for the night. First baseman is Juan Fernandez as he strides in. He takes one high and outside for ball 1. 1-0 the count. 2 away, runner at second, bottom of 1 on this Friday night. Don't forget our series continues tomorrow, 7:05 our first pitch, and Sunday at 1:05. That one is high fly in the air, and that will go to the right fielder as he gets in the center to make the play for the out. Well, that will do. No runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We go top of 2, and it's no score as we played 1. Well, we go to the top of the second, and stepping in, Blaine Krim. Krim coming in, and here's the pitch to him, and that's going to be line drive up the center, and now get through for a base hit. So beautiful line drive into that one, and that'll bring in the 5th batter, Kellen Strom. Taco Bell double play, and that'll give everybody a coupon for 2 free tacos anytime the Missions get into a double play this season. Well, first and third as Frisco is threatening, and so far 2 back-to-back base hits will get the corners easily loaded up as the RoughRiders get ready to put their first run in to score here tonight. Here is Sandro Fabian as he fouls that one off up in left field, and that will go foul. So in the count now, 0-1. Looking in is Cosgrove, and he's going to throw to first, and the runner is back in standing before the 0-1 delivery. No balls, 1 strike. Top of 2, and did he go? Nope, he did not. It's ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Looking in is Cosgrove. Here's the delivery, and that one is fouled and away. And that'll be the count, 1-2. Underway here tonight in San Antonio. 4th of the 6 games. And that one is going to be high, and that will go behind the backstop. Still in the count, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Cosgrove looks in and waits upon delivery. The pitch. And that's going to be high fly in the air. Fabian racing, and he will not make the play. And oh my goodness. We got to see the instant replay on that. It looked like he missed the ball, but he got it. Boy, and it sure looked like that was a base hit, but I guess it wasn't, not a base hit. Here's Thomas Sagis, as that is high fly in the air. Cosgrove gets the ball, and there's 2 quick outs in this half inning. That'll bring up the 8-hole batter, Caber Rodriguez. He comes in and ready to go. That one outside for the ball, and the count 1-0. Cosgrove has 16 pitches so far through his first 2 innings. And that's going to be line drive, and that's going to get through for a base hit. The run in to score, as that is a early Frisco 1-0 lead. As there are 2 more runners out in first and second, still 2 away in the inning. That'll bring up the catcher, Matt Watley. Watley coming in, and the pitch delivers to him, and he went, and Ty Krause calls him behind home plate for strike 1. Ty Krause managing the umpiring behind the home plate area. First, second, and third umpires. So it's a 4-man umpiring crew tonight. And that way nobody gets confused on the outs and where the ground balls will go from here. That one high fly in the air. Joshua Mears in right will make the play, and that is the inning. Caber Rodriguez will get a run home, as that runner was at third on an RBI single. It is Frisco 1 and San Antonio 0. Bottom of 2 coming up.
Leading off for the Missions, the third baseman.
The hot corner third baseman is Lucas Dunn, batting in the 5 spot. He'll get the Bottom of 2 going. Right there, that one is outside. High for the ball and the count 1-0. Tell you, it's a pretty good night for this ball game, and hope y'all come out and take your seats. You may be listening to us on the radio or watching us here on YouTube Live, where we are always here. 2 balls and 1 strike the count. Frisco up by the 1 run. So far, Amarillo being in the first place position along with Arkansas. Got our 2 leads out there. Here's a 3-1. And that one is high fly in the air, and that will go out of play for full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And that's going to be right to the second baseman as he'll get that for the out. That'll bring in Grant Little. Seastride's up next. Tying run, that is Little. And the pitch. And that one is high, but he fouls it off. So the count 0-1. 5th of the 6 games tomorrow. 7:05 our first pitch. Fireworks afterwards. So make sure y'all stay after the ball game, and you can see the beautiful first ever fireworks show of the season presented by Dr. Pepper. Our proud sponsors tonight: Dr. Pepper, Regal, Whataburger, Bill Miller's Barbecue, and Henry's Puffy Tacos and Taco Bell. Welcoming in our proud sponsors of the San Antonio Missions. Here's the 7-batter Jackson Merrill as he comes in and he takes a ball down and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Frisco upper hand. And that's got to be high in the air. And that will go to the right fielder for the out. And that will do for 2 complete innings of baseball here in Alamo City. Well, we go top of 3, and it is RoughRiders 1, Missions nothing. Top of the 3rd inning, about set to go. And leading off, Luis Angel Acuna, as he's 0 for 1. Looking to continue this rally against the Missions on this Friday evening. Great crowd we got, and the totals will be in top half of the 8th inning. Fans watching from Corpus Christi, even though the Hooks are out of town in Amarillo playing the Sod Poodles for their 4th of 6 games. They're at Water Ridge Field. So far, pretty good game going on down there as Houston Astros and Arizona Diamondbacks affiliations going head-to-head in that contest. No balls, 2 strikes to count. Here's the pitch, 0-2, and that's going to be line drive, and that's going to get up in the left field for a base hit right in front of Fabian. And so far, the RoughRiders continue to get hits and runs in the column. Here's J.P. Martinez. And he's going to foul one off, and the count now 0-1. He grounded out in the first. He's 0 for 1. And I do apologize about the little stutteriness that I had just a while earlier. I'm trying very hard to keep going without stutteriness. And the count now is no balls and 2 strikes. Thunderstorm chances are up 90% as we go after midnight. So glad the missions do not play after that hour. Between 7 to 9:30 or even 10 o'clock at night as that ball game continues onward. And that's a swing and a miss, and Pablo Martinez will go down for the first out here in the top of the 3rd. Frisco wearing their RoughRiders inscribed on the chest with red letters and red, gray, and blue with the red. Red just looks good with the away things. Missions wearing their home whites, and also our new proud affiliation is the best laundry detergent that all of us know. That is Bravo Plus laundry detergent. And it keeps whites as whiter as snow and just makes everything look very, very nice and clean. Nothing in 1. High fly in the air. Mears racing after it. He'll make the play for the out. 2 quick ones.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And that'll bring up the first baseman, Blaine Krim. 1-for-1 single and a run during his last time up. Cosgrove already at his 30 pitches of the evening. That is high fly out of play, and that will be 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Top of 3, a runner at first with 2 away. Frisco up in front by the 1-0. And that's going to be high fly in the air. Fabian watches it go in the crowd, and it does. And the RoughRiders, 2-run home run up the left by Blaine Krim. And it is 3-0 Frisco. Boy, fans are continuing to cheer up in Frisco and here in San Antonio as they don't wait for the RoughRiders to be back in town. So far, don't forget, Frisco will head home and get ready to play the Arkansas Travelers in the 6-game homestand. And that is starting. Looking up their schedule, Tuesday, April 18th. Here is Kellen Strom as he strides up. No balls, 1 strike the count. 2 away. 2 away in the top half of the 3rd inning. Ooh. This weather making me a little bit tired here tonight. So no balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And that one is well and inside for strike 2. Frisco upper hand in this ball game, 3-0 over San Antonio. And the changeup is just shy of the box. And that would be the count now, 1-2. 3-0. 1-2 delivery, and that's going to be right there, and that's going to get a fair ball, and that's going to be one bag, 2 bags, or even a 2-out triple. And right there is Kellen Strom will make it the 3rd on that 2-out triple on a base hit. RoughRiders doing pretty good tonight as they keep up the offense. That'll bring up Sandro Fabian, 6th batter in the lineup for the RoughRiders. Right there, Joshua Mears will race after it, and that will do for the top of the third inning. But Blaine Krim will get a pair on the scoreboard as he hits a 2-run shot up in the left field. And Frisco has a 3-0 advantage over San Antonio.
Leading up for San Antonio.
That will bring us to the bottom of the third. Stepping in, the 8-hole batter, Albert Fabian. Being in the left field position area. And here's the pitch, and that's going to be line drive. That will be up to the second baseman, and he will run it down and get to first safely on that base hit. It's pretty good right there as they will get him safely to first. And that'll bring in Michael Cantu. 9-1-2 due up. The runner is at first base. Cantu averages at the .413 over the opposition of .500. He's had 4 home runs so far through the start of this season. And that's going to be high in the air, up in center. And that'll be the first out of the inning.
The center fielder.
That's going to bring up the center fielder, Tim Lopes. Fly out in the first. He's 0 for 1. And that's going to be line drive. And that's going to get up into left center for a base hit. Well, first and second now. Still 1 away, and there brings the tying run up to the plate. That will be Wander Javier. Javier will come in, and he's about ready to go. That one down and outside for the ball, and the count now 1-0. Gotta say, we got a great crowd here tonight on this Friday evening. Don't forget fireworks tomorrow night, as we are presenting this fireworks show for the first of the season by Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is the greatest of all prune juices. And I know it's got a lot of sugar, but it's also sweet. And that's going to be right there, and that will bounce to the shortstop, and that will load up bases. San Antonio threatening Frisco in the bottom of 3 as bags are juiced up, and so far that'll bring up the right fielder Joshua Mears. That one will miss outside for ball 1, and the count now 1-0. Ground out in the first, that is Joshua Mears, as he's 0 for 1 in this one. Here's the pitch, and that one is high. And that will be 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Right there and in for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And did he go? No. Ty Krause did not see something out of whatever it was, but he did not call that one on the last play. Well, there's 2 away, and so far Mears will go down as the second out in the bottom of 3. That'll bring up the 4th batter, Juan Fernandez, as he's the first baseman tonight for San Antonio. Bases are loaded here in the bottom of 3. 3-0 Frisco, as San Antonio's got the go-ahead. And that's going to be high fly in the air. And the second baseman will race under it to make the play, and that will do it. So no runs on a couple of base hits. They leave the bases loaded and left stranded, all three. We go now top of 4. Frisco leads by 3.
The second baseman,
Thomas Sagasi coming in as we start up the 4th inning for the RoughRiders. And that one is well inside for strike 1. 78 miles an hour on the marker gun. And it is pretty good. Don't forget our attendance will be up in the top half of the 8th inning, as we will display that on your screen on how much came out to the ball game. No balls, 2 strikes to Thomas Agacy. And here's the 0-2. That's going to be line drive, and that will go out of play and foul. Shy of the line. The white one going up and left. 40 pitches to Tom Cosgrove. 41, and that's going to get in, and that's going to be a base hit. And he's going to stretch it into 2, and he makes it safely. On a no-out double, as Frisco continues to pour it on here tonight. Here is the 8-hole batter, Caber Rodriguez. Rodriguez coming in, and he will take one inside for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to Rodriguez, as he is 1 for 1 of the evening. And a pitch. And Kraus will get him on strike 2. Segarci at second. Looking to get him home is Rodriguez. And that's going to be right there, as Javier will pick that one right to Fernandez. He'll get him easily for the out, but the runner from second will head to third. 90 feet away is the 4th potential run of the night. The catcher is Matt Watley. Watley coming in, and they're going to try to pick him off at third, and there is no chance they'll get him on that one. Runner at third, 3-0 RoughRiders. And that one in for a code strike by Ty, as he will call that for strike 1. No ball, 1 strike, swing and a miss, and they'll get him in an 0-2 hole. No balls, 2 strikes, runner at third, potential 4th. 90 feet away, and that will be out of play and foul. Nighttime approaches, cloudy skies and thunderstorms on the way by the 11 to 12 o'clock hour. Here's the 0-2, and that's going to be high fly in the air. Fabian races after it, and it will go in the last minute foul. Boy howdy, and that was close call right there, wasn't it, Bob? Well, I got to say, as it was a close call, that was just shy of that chalk line. And that's going to be right there, as they will get them easily. The run in to score. It is now 4-0 Frisco in the top of the 4th inning. That'll bring up Luis Angel Acuna, as he's got 2 away and nobody on, with the run scoring in on a what looked like a RBI sacrifice. And that'll bring in Luis Angel Acuna as he takes one and inside for strike 1. 1 for 2. As we get things going in top of 4. That's going to be high and in the air and up in the left, as that will do. So 1 run on a few base hits, no errors, and nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 4th, and Frisco has it by 4.
Leading up for San Antonio, the third baseman, Lucas.
The third baseman batting in the 5 spot, Lucas Dunn. That one is outside for ball 1, 1-0 the count. You can see the haze coming off from that, from the stadium lights as they are bright. They illuminate the field, and it is because of the cloudy conditions we have here in San Antonio. Done at 1 ball and 2 strikes. And that's going to be line drive, and that will get through for a base hit. Going to first, going to second, and going to second, going to third. And he's going to make it on a no-out triple. My word. It's like he was hauling butt like you wouldn't even believe. And it's a good thing that he got there to third. No outs and a chance to bring in the run in the score, John. Yeah, I know. That'll bring up the DH, Grant Little. Little coming in, and that one's going to be high and outside for ball 1. So 1-0 to count. As he struck out last time up in the second, he's 0 for 1. One ball, no strikes, and that one high and inside the zone for strike 1. Evens up. Also, our other and new proud sponsor, Circle K. Circle K has pretty good gas, and it is your quick stop for snacks and drinks. That's going to be high fly in the air, and that will not get far enough for a runner at third to advance. That'll bring in the Circle K K-man, and stepping in the second baseman, Jackson Merrill. Line out in the second, and is 0 for 1. Missions continue this series tomorrow and Sunday, as it will be a 7:05 start tomorrow night, 1:05 on Sunday. Well, the run in to score on that RBI single, and it is 4-1 Frisco in the bottom of 4. Left fielder Albert Fabian comes in as he swings and misses at the initial offering for strike 1. Single in the third, 1 for 1. That is Fabian. Left fielder tonight for San Antonio. And looking good in this one. Right there, as he will get him at second, and he will not have that runner at first on a double play. And that's going to bring in Michael Cantu. So that second baseman gets a little hurt as he got tripped over. So far got the legs pulled out from under him, and he goes down on the ground at second. Cantu coming in. Here's a pitch, and that's going to be high fly in the air up in right field. That ends the inning. So 1 run comes in across the score on an RBI single And we played 4 here on this Friday night. Frisco up by the 3 runs. We go top of the 5th coming up, and here's our proud sponsor of Dr. Pepper.
The center fielder, number 1.
JP Martinez, he's coming in as we start up the top of the 5th inning for Frisco here. And that's going to be fouled and away, and the count 0-1. Missions have 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. 5 innings left of this game here tonight. That's going to be high fly in the air, and Fabian will see that base hit. And it's going to be a no-out double.
Now batting, the left fielder.
And Pablo Martinez will be in scoring position. And that'll bring in Trevor Halver. He's 0 for 2 of the night. Right there and inside at the knees for a code strike, and it's 0-1. Fly out, ground out. 0 for 2 of the night. Frisco will return home on Tuesday, April 18th through the 23rd, taking on the Arkansas Travelers there at Statesman's Park. His pitch. That one just outside. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. 5 balls, 50 strikes in total. It's 55 in this one. Well, the manager is coming out, and so far that's going to do for the starter here tonight. And that's going to bring up a reliever, Lake Baker, as he will be called upon to pitch for the relief spot. And we'll be right back after the commercial message. Baker takes a heel for San Antonio as we continue on with this ball game. 6'3" and 215, age 27. Here's a 1-1 in the pitch, and that one's called in for strike 1. We'll go ahead and pull up Lake Baker stats. And here's the pitch. Right there, line drive, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Lopes getting the run. The run is in to score, and it is now a 5-1 ball game. That'll bring in the first baseman, Blaine Krim. He's due for 2 home run. That brought 2 RBIs in to score. Right off the single. Here's a pitch. That one inside for a code strike, and it's 0-1. So we'll go ahead and pull up the stats of Lake Baker. And that's going to be right there, and that's going to get through for a base hit. And that's going to put corners at first and third loaded. And it's 1 base hit after another base hit. So far, Baker from Winfield, Illinois. He was the 5th round in the 2016 round pick. He went to Wisconsin Whitewater in college and got in there pretty good. That one high fly in the air, and Fabian will make the play, and there will be no advance from third as the 6th potential run is awaiting at third base there. That'll bring up Sandro Fabian. He's 0 for 2 of the night. And that one is inside for a code strike, and it's 0-1. 93 miles an hour on that fastball. Baker has a ERA of 4.25. He's won 25 and a loss of 19. So far a whip of 1.32. And it's going to be high right there. Fernandez near the mound. And that will do for the second out of the inning.
The second baseman, Thomas Sagasi.
That'll bring up Thomas Sagasi. 1 for 2, double and a run. Still the corners are loaded with 2 away. In the top of the 5th inning. 5-1 RoughRiders as they lead 4 of San Antonio. Pitch in. And that one by Ty is called for strike. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Fouled off with the count 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. And that one's going to be high fly in the air, and that will go out of play. Oh, 0-2, here's the pitch. And that's going to be line drive, and that's going to get into serious trouble. 1 run scores. 2 runs score. And it is 7-1 Frisco. As this ball game is well in their favor here tonight. Eighth potential run only at second base. And that'll bring in Caber Rodriguez as Ty Krause will call a strike on him. 0-1. Single RBI is 1 for 2 in the ball game. 7-1, the new Reed score. Frisco 7, San Antonio 1. Here's the 0-1, and that's going to be right there to Javier in short, and they will limit the damage as the runs come in a little bit into a premium. 3 runs on 5 base hits and no errors and man left. And we go to the bottom of the 5th. And it is 7-1 Frisco. John Scampy and Chris Singleton will be live Tuesday through Sunday. As San Antonio will play Corpus Christi there at Bayfront Park, beginning on that Tuesday of this upcoming week. 1 ball, no strikes. Center fielder Tim Lopes at the plate now for San Antonio to start their half of the 5th. High in the air, and that will go to the shortstop, which will make the play for out number 1. That'll bring up Wander Javier as he had 2 singles and is a 2 for 2. It's a pretty good ball game here tonight as Texas Rangers affiliation of Frisco has the upper hand. Right there is that ball from shortstop. Javier will get that one out of play and foul. Here's the 0-1. And that's going to be line drive up to left field, and now get through for a base hit. Going to first, going to second, and he's in safely on a 1-out double. And everybody tonight in attendance will get a coupon for the double meat cheeseburger with your choice of medium fry, an onion ring, or a drink of your choice on that double. So make sure after you leave the ball game, grab your coupon for that sweet Whataburger deal. And a double is always good when you're at the missions. First one of the season. And that's going to bring in Joshua Mears. He's going to get in, and that will put first and third with one away. San Antonio coming, and they're threatening here in the bottom of 5. Here in game 4 of 6. And that's going to be line drive, and that'll get through for a base hit. And that'll bring in another run, and it is 7-2 Frisco. First and third steal on there. That'll bring in the hot corner third baseman Lucas Dunn. And that is right there as they will get the force out. And a double play that'll end the inning. 1 run on a couple of base hits, no errors, 2 left. As we go top of the 6th on this Friday night, it is RoughRiders 7, San Antonio 2.
Leading off for Frisco.
Top half of the 6th, here's the catcher Matt Watley, 9-1-2. Due up for the top of the 6th here this evening. And a pitch in, and that's going to be right to Fernandez. He will take it himself. And that will be an unassisted play at first base. That'll bring up Luis Angel Acuna as he's 1 for 3, a single and a run coming in across to score during his last time up at the plate. Right there to Dunn as he will zip line throw to first to Fernandez, as that is 2 quick outs here in this top of the 6th inning. JP Martinez, 1 for 3, a double and a run in the score. That one taken well and inside for a strike, and the count 0-1. Top of 6, 7-2 our score as Frisco continues to pour it on and look like to win a game 3 in a 3-game winning streak in this series. No balls, 2 strikes to pitch. And that's going to be right there and out of play and foul. So he will get another piece here at no balls at 2 strikes. 0-2 delivery. Here's a pitch by Baker. And that's going to be high fly in the air. And Fabian will not get that one as that will land out of play. Still hanging on at no balls, 2 strikes. JP Martinez looks in. And that's going to be right there. He'll pass to Baker. He'll get him easily. And got to say, that is a second unassisted play. And as he will be sitting down on the ground and he throws the ball to first, he'll get the out. And that ends the inning. They'll bring the DH, Grant Little. And that's going to be line drive up the left field, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Going to first, going to second. And he's going to be in there on a no-out double. Again, people getting coupons for that double cheeseburger, medium fry or onion ring. courtesy of Whataburger. Love Whataburger. Whataburger served hot and fresh 24/7. And that's Monday through Sunday. That is 7 days of the week. And it is served hot and fresh for all people of San Antonio. Whataburger is proud sponsor of San Antonio Missions Baseball. Right there at first, as he'll get them easily. And that will put the runner just 90 feet from scoring in for the third for San Antonio. That's going to bring up Albert Fabian. Fabian coming in, and here's the pitch to him, and that's going to be right there. And that's going to be a sacrifice as the run is in to score from third. Frisco will lead this game by 4 runs against San Antonio, as it is now a 7-3 Frisco lead. And that's going to be lined right there, and that'll get down for a base hit. So continuing onward is this ball game. And it'll be alive for one more batter here in the bottom of 6. That'll bring up the center fielder, Tim Lopes. We go back to the top of the lineup. And that one is down at the legs for strike 1. As he singled in the third, it is 1 for 3. And that's going to be right there to third, and he'll force him out at second, and that will do it. So it's 1 run on a RBI single, and we now go to the top of the 7th. It is 7-3 Frisco. Top half of the 7th for the RoughRiders. Here's Trevor Halver. Halver coming in and the pitch in, and that one is fouled and away, and the count 0-1. No balls, 1 strike the count. And the pitch. That one just outside. It's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. And that one is just outside the count, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike by Halver. The pitch from Baker is fouled and away. So the count now is 2-2. 2-2. And that will go out of play and into the clubhouse as it goes. Here's a pitch. And that one right there to second baseman Merrill.
Now batting, the first baseman,
and that's going to bring up the first baseman, Blaine Krim, as in the third inning, he's had a 2-run homer up in left field. And that ball is gone, so he's a 3 for 3, looking for a 4 for 4 of the night. That one is outside for the ball, and the count 1-0. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch. Right there and inside. As that ball is in there for strike 1. One and one. Here's a pitch by Baker to Lake. To Blaine Krim. gonna say his name is Lake Creme. That'd be funny if it was. Well, right there is, that one is fouled and away. Baker looks in, sets his sights 1-2. High in the air. Up in left field is Fabian as he will make the grab, and there is out number 2.
Now batting, designated hitter, Kellen Strom.
That'll bring in Kellen Strom. 2 for 3, triple and a single. And that one is well and inside for strike 1. 0-1 the count, 2 away, top of 7, and about ready to get into the stretch inning. (7-3) Frisco in this ball game on this Friday night. It is a beautiful time to come out and enjoy baseball. And there's, that one is well and inside for a strike, and the count 0-1. 2 out, runner at first, top of the 7th. Frisco up by the 4 runs, 7-3. It's the score here in San Antonio. Right there, swing and a miss, and he'll get him chasing out of his shoes. That one for strike 1. Or strike 2, I do apologize. And they'll get him back to first, and they're keeping him close. 7:05, our first pitch for tomorrow, 1 o'clock on Sunday. And the 0-2. And swing and a miss. He'll get him easily. And that will do it. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. And as we go to the bottom of the 7th, the Frisco RoughRiders lead it 7-3. We'll be back after these messages, and we'll have a new arm when we return right after our break. And welcome back into our Friday night broadcast. Here's a right-hander, Zach Lytle,
Leading off for the mission,
as he comes in for the bottom of 7 in the pitch relief. That'll bring up Wander Javier. He comes in, and that one is right there. Lytle throws, and he will get him by a footstep out at first. And there is one away. Frisco looking for a 3-game winning streak, and so far it looks like tonight, Bob, they've been battling it out like they did on Wednesday and Thursday. Now tonight on Friday, they continue to see what's going on. Up in right field is the right fielder, as he will make the play for out number 2.
the batter, the first baseman.
So the first baseman, Juan Fernandez, will step up to the plate, as he's a 1 for 3. 7-3 Frisco. And that's going to be line drive, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Right near second and shortstop.
Now batting, third baseman.
And that's going to bring up the third baseman, Lucas Dunn, as he's a 1 for 3. Bottom of 7 with a runner. That one too high and outside for the ball. 1-0 the count. Dunn last time tripled, which brought home a run. So that is a pretty good one. 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch, high fly in the air. And up in right field, that will do, as that ends 7 complete innings. And it is a 7-3 ball game in this one. So we go to the top of the 8th. 7, 8, and 9 due up for the 8th inning. And it is 7-3 Frisco. Well, top of 8, and here's the pitch as we're underway of this 7th inning. Going pretty good here tonight. Here is the 0-1, and that's going to be high fly in the air. Fabian in left will race after it, and he will make the play. Well, as we are in the top half of the 8th inning, we'll go ahead and give you your ball clubs here this evening and who's winning and losing. Tonight, the Tulsa Drillers winning 6-1 as they beat Midland just by the 5 runs. That one is high fly in the air. Merrill will get that one for the out. And there is out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Matt.
That'll bring up the number 9 batter and catcher, Matt Watley. Grounded out in the 6th and is 0 for 3. And that one is well and inside for strike 1. 40 pitches is Lake Bacher. And now the 0-1. And that one inside for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to count. One more. And that's going to be popped foul. And when I say one more, I mean it's one more strikeout until the bottom of the home 8th. That one's going to be line drive, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Up in right field is Mears. So we'll go ahead and get your final line scores. Midland will see a loss here tonight, and Tulsa will claim a victory. Frisco winning this one, they will move into 3rd place. That will put Midland right to 4 in the 4th spot. That's going to be right there to Javier, right to Fernandez, and they'll get them easily. So we go bottom half of 8, and it is a 7-3 ball game in this one.
Leading up for San Antonio, the designated hitter.
The designated hitter is Grant Little, as he's a 1 for 3. And that one too high and outside for the ball, and the count 1-0. 10,170 in tonight's attendance of this ball game. Short will get him, and he'll apply the tag, as that will be out number 1. That'll bring in the 2nd baseman, Jackson Merrill. 6-1, Tulsa beating Midland, and they will claim their 4th victory of the season. Amarillo lost tonight. Corpus Christi winning in double digits against Amarillo. Final score 13-10. So Amarillo will see their 4-3. Well, Corpus Christi will see their second victory of the season. That one down and low. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Albert Fabian, the left fielder, awaits on the on-deck circle. And it's 3-2. And that's going to be line drive up the center, and now gets through for a base hit. So 13 runs on 12 hits, 1 error for Corpus Christi. And for Amarillo, 10-14-1. Arkansas and Springfield. The Arkansas Travelers will get their 6th of the season. They will be 6-1, and Springfield will be 2-5. Northwest Arkansas and Wichita. The Wind Surge will claim their 5th in tonight. So it is 5-2 for the Wind Surge and 2-5 for the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. That one's going to be high and outside, and that will go foul. Continuing onward, bottom of 9, or bottom of 8, I do apologize. And the pitch. That's going to be right there, high in the air, up in left field, as that will be the second out of the inning.
Now batting, catcher, Michael Cantu.
That's going to bring in Michael Cantu, the catcher. 1 for 3, single in the 6th. And the pitch. That's going to be high fly in the air. Right fielder and center fielders will chase it down, but it will be the right fielder that makes the play, and that will end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on as we now head for the last inning of the night. It is 7-3 RoughRiders.
The center fielder, number 1, JP Martinez.
That'll bring up JP Martinez as he strides up, and he is ready to go. In the pitch, and that's a swing and a miss, and the count is 0-1. So Frisco wins this one here tonight. That will put San Antonio to the 3rd spot. Midland will be put into the 4th spot. And that's going to be right there. They're done, and they will, whoa, not get them. As that bat, and you can see a lot of that wood just be shrapnel out there. Got to watch out for those pieces of wood from the bat. Well, right there, that's a code strike, and the count 0-1. Runner at first. Halver at the plate now with a 1 for 4. And that's high. Right there, second baseman. Shortstop will get that one, and he'll make the play for the out. That'll bring in Blaine Krim. And they will try to pick him off at first, and he's back in. Here's pitch. And that one is well inside for strike one. Taco Bell double play. If the missions can overturn two, you could get a coupon for 2 free tacos courtesy of your friendly neighborhood Taco Bell. Nothing in 2, the pitch, and that is foul. So still hanging on at no balls and 2 strikes. 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he'll get them easily. And the count will clear out, and that'll be their 2 away. And that'll bring in Kellen Strom. He tripled and 2 singles. He is a 3 for 4. So he's having a pretty good night here in San Antonio, and it is a pretty good one. No balls, 1 strike, and that one is going to be fouled off. And the count now is 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Looking in is Baker. And they will throw at first before the 0-2. And he's keeping him close. And that's going to be high fly in the air. Fernandez will make the play. And that will do. No runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. And as we go to the last of the 9th inning, it is 7-3 Frisco.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
Well, we're going to have a pitching change to close the door on this Friday night in the game. Nick Snyder with a ERA of 18 even. 3rd game of the season for him for the RoughRiders and the organization of the Texas Rangers. That'll bring in the center fielder Tim Lopes as he swings and misses at the initial offering. And that is called for a strike by Ty Krause. 0-1 the count. And that's going to be right there. Line drive up into right field, and that'll get through for a base hit. That'll bring in Wander Javier, as he's got that runner at first and nobody out. And that's going to be right there to second for 1. And they'll relay and they'll get them easily. And that's a 6-4-3 double play.
The right fielder, Joshua Mears.
And that's going to bring in Joshua Mears. He's the last man up in this ball game. So if Frisco wins it, they will move into second place. It'll be Amarillo and Frisco. And that's going to be right there, the second. And they will win this one in a 3-game winning streak for the RoughRiders. Frisco will be 4-3. San Antonio will be 3-4 of this evening's matchup. Cody Bradford will get the win for the RoughRiders. The loss will go to Tom Cosgrove in for Frisco. Well, that will put Frisco up in the second spot. And so far, San Antonio needs to come back and hopefully try to win in the start of this one. Well, tomorrow night, 7:05, our first pitch of the broadcast. And we want to make sure that everybody is there, getting ready for a nice ball game. So far, 28 hits through this ball game was pretty good.
Here now is our final line score. First for the victorious RoughRiders, 7 runs on 14 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Mission, 3 runs, 14 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.